you're listening to this, and even anybody else. Here I'm starting my challenge. It's day 100 or after day 100, and I can no longer harvest any resources or anything. I must survive with whatever I have in my base. See how long and how many hordes I can hold off. My goal is 250 days, but I'm not sure as I can do that through defenses or even enough food. But anyhow, here's the tour before we start the first horde. This is the bottom of my base, and I don't think they'll be getting down here, honestly. If they are, I'm truly in desperate straits. But I needed some stone, so I decided to build that anyway. I got my living quarters. I said it's still buried pretty deep. Nice casual bedroom for hanging out in. A bathroom with some emergency water supply if I need it. One thing I could not find at a trader for 100 days was a sink. So I don't have a kitchen sink, and I don't have a bathroom sink. Which is a bummer, because I kind of picture myself sitting here doing dishes, watching a football game on TV. But, head on up. This here is my garage. I had a whole bunch of ideas for it, but just ran out of time. I have decided as long as I have the resources, I can modify things. I just cannot harvest more, dig, mine, or anything like that, so I might still add some stuff here. Did manage to find this at the traders. I got myself a little gas pump, pretty full of gas. A little storage room. Most of my resources are buried in these boxes. I got my generators. More generators, all nice and labeled. Those are my shotgun turrets for minimum protection, maximum protection for the Horde Knight. Limited ammo, obviously, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to use those. I have not decided yet. This was my mushroom growing place, but since I can no longer grow food, I just harvested it and left it. Here we go is my main water supply. I don't think I'll go through that. I think 250 days I can fill up as many jars as I need from there, so I'm not too worried about water. And of course the standard crafting stuff. I do have two auto turrets here, which will be my last line defense, but lower defense. I've done quite a few Horde Knights here, and usually one or two zombies get down this far for those to kick in. That's with full walls and all that. I'm no longer allowed to repair or rebuild my spikes or walls because technically they're outside of my base. This is the main defensive area. All those shotgun turrets are the min-max generators, depending on how many I want to use. Blade traps I can repair, even replace these, or put in electric wire fences as long as I have the parts to make them. Yeah, of course, I was very worried about running out of food, which I still am. I know I don't have enough food. So I grew as many as I could, and we'll see how that goes. Might as well run up top real quick, give you the grand tour. So far, more or less for the hordes, I've been hanging out up here. As I can see my walls from here, get a pretty good shot on them. So it is what it is up here. Got my solar banks, a little different angle on the walls. I figure the walls will probably hold the first horde. So if I get lucky and a horde attacks from all four directions, the first four hordes should be pretty boring. Once they breach the walls, it is not a far enough drop. Some of the normal zombies will die, but most of them just break their legs. And all the special zombies, cops, football players, soldiers, that kind of stuff, it doesn't even seem to phase them a lot, which kind of surprised me. The platforms to shoot out, no. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I said I had 100 days to do, and obviously I spent the vast bulk of the 100 days digging this place out, which is not terribly easy. I'll break my own rule and go to the surface just for the tour's sake. Alright. As you can see, it's not even the first Horde Night for the stuff, and somebody's already mucking up my spikes. But pretty standard up here. There's nothing special. No defenses other than And I'm not allowed to loot zombies, so I won't even go there. But that is pretty much it. And I'm already missing spikes, which bothers me. Man, anyhow, it is what it is. I said I'm not allowed to be out here, so I cannot repair any of this. Once the wall is down, it's down. We rely solely on me and what I can do down below. And anyhow, that is pretty much the grand tour. I'm actually thinking about boarding those up because I probably won't use them too much anymore, but pretty much at all. If I do get out, I haven't decided yet. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be allowed to use the trader, but I can only trade with the stuff that I currently have on me. So I'm sure as things get more desperate as hordes go on, my idea of what's available to keep and not will change. But yeah, that's it. I'll give you the one last little tour. This is the one way I will be going out if and when I decide to use the trader, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to. Head on up this way. Obviously this is deep enough. I built it on top of it, almost looked like a volcano, honestly. Fairly flat top, which is why I chose this spot when I saw it. I thought, oh, that's perfect. But it also means it comes out at the edge of a hill, and it takes perfect. It takes a little bit of skill. I've actually jumped the mini bike all the way down there before and done quite a bit of damage to myself. Which usually isn't the best way to start out a day. Due to the fact that I was concentrating on base defenses, did not do a ton of exploring. So I've only found 3 traders, and sadly they are quite far away. So even if I decide to go to the traders every single time they renew their supplies, that worries me for an amount of gas. It takes almost a full tank of gas to get there and back if I want to hit all 3. So if I'm doing that once or twice a week for 250, it's going to take quite a bit of gas. I do have a bit more here for the generators. Seeing 238 barrels, so I'm definitely not hurting, but I also, these things burn through quite a few when they're all powered up. So we'll see. I'll not worry about it for the first 100 days and see what it looks like afterwards. Anyhow, that is it, and Brian, if you're still watching, I will record the hordes for them and send them to you. So I think the first couple 3 will probably be pretty boring, and by the time we get to the end, I have a feeling they're going to be pretty interesting. Anyhow, I will load the next video when the horde comes.